Sorry, I'm not talking. I told it to go live, and now I'm gonna go to my channel. Let me throw this in the chat for you guys. Got it. Cool. Whoever wants to join me, feel free. Hey Sam, you're back up really quick. I fixed my audio because oh, we got a cat coming in. Hi, Bubby. So what was going on earlier was, let's mute my live stream in this window. What's going on earlier is I had my like headphones hooked up as a display apparently, or a controller, not as headphones. So yeah, if anybody would like to hang out, I can hear you now in the chat. I'm just gonna let this exist, and maybe people will jump in. Maybe we can talk fish stuff. Maybe we can talk other stuff. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just chilling at home today, waiting. My fiance's off work in a couple hours, and nobody else is on for Fish Fam because what just ended? Aquarium Daily. I'm looking for it. Earlier, when Aqua Garden Zen was on, I meant to say I was talking to them about Hunter's fly traps because they were talking about needing scheduled for 3 p.m. Yeah, so in a couple minutes, Adele will come on, or in 20 minutes it looks like Adele's gonna be coming on. I'm not as confident to be on his camera. That's fine, dude. You know how washed out I am, and I've got this light here that I probably should put something, should hang like a pillowcase over the front of it or something, so that it's not shining directly down onto the front of my face. You don't have to. Nobody has to come onto camera. Firstly, you don't have to jump up to test the stream. I figured out. I couldn't even play this earlier. I couldn't play YouTube audio through my headphones. It was like strictly a Bluetooth issue on my end. Not. It wasn't even StreamYard's. Thanks for hanging out with me though. I don't know. You can tell I'm not a good streamer because I'm saying every other word. No, that doesn't help at all. Does not help me with that light. I could just turn it off. Now I live in the dark. Much spooky. Just got. This is Luz. She's a lot more fun on the camera, I think, than the fish tank next to me without any fish in it. Is my thought process. Oh, you're in here. I'm sorry, dude. Add to stream. I'm like 10 out of 10 stupid.
It's all right, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I also apparently have my. Hold on. Doing stupid Bluetooth things again. Let me
Hey,
connect
Junebug.
this. Well, I had my Bluetooth connected to my phone instead of connected
Ah,
to. Hey, June. If you'd like, you can jump up, and no pressure. Let me
do
fix
it, June.
that so
Oh,
we
I hear
don't have
myself
any
echo.
echo issues. There we go.
I I hate hearing my voice.
Oh, I can hear you, my dude. Sorry if I didn't confirm that. I just am
Oh,
stupid.
no, I heard an echo and I hate hearing my own voice.
Yeah, no, it's because
Hold
I didn't have my stuff hooked up properly.
on.
Hey June, we're just hanging out until Adele's gonna put a stream on. Until then, the next stream, you know how it goes. We just jump around and shuffle.
Stream between streams, as Adele
Stream
would say.
between. Yeah, that's. I called the last one liminal space for that same reason.
Was that in reference to the back rooms?
Not specifically. Like liminal
Okay.
space is just a word for like those in
Yeah.
between.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's like a space that looks familiar, but Yeah,
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 it's like those hallways that exist
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
It's for the space between two rooms or something like that. Space
Mm,
between spaces. Yeah, it says at 4 o'clock. Um, Scotty, the fish freak, is gonna have his little Saturday Fish Freaks thing, and at 3, Adele wants to said she would jump on, so we can do that.
yeah, everybody in this chat so far, me, you, and June are all in.
June,
Well, me and June are both in California, and you're up north, so we're all Pacific
same time
time.
zone.
So same time
Yeah,
zone. Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm near Portland. Um, not super close to it, like 20-minute, 30-minute drive away, but close enough. Like nobody else is gonna know anything near me.
Yeah.
I could be like, I live on TV Highway, but nobody knows what that is.
I've only been through Oregon like a couple times, and it was like, oh geez, like 20 years ago, a
Yeah,
little while ago. Yeah,
that's
I
crazy. I've been to California a couple times for a couple different like road trip type deals, but I haven't. I don't think I've been to California since like I don't know 2010 or something.
well, you're not really missing much.
Yeah, it's only gotten more burnt down, right?
Yeah, more. It's drier, more on fire.
I remember when I was like 9, I went. We were on a road trip down to California, or like down to Disneyland for something. My dance studio was doing some performances, and so I like got to dance in Disneyland, which was cool. But as an adult, I recognized that like it really just meant that all the parents involved had to deal with like all the bullshit involved with chaperoning a field trip or something and
Oh
running
yeah.
like a recital or whatever is awful. Was that last year when I was 9? No, it was not last year when I was 9. No. Or are you saying was 2010 last year because that yes, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I've been to Disneyland countless times. Over 20.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I haven't been in the past probably 15 years. I haven't been.
since they did
For
Star
20,
Wars or
15, 20 years. I'm
any
sorry.
of that stuff. Since they did Star Wars or Cars Land or any of that.
Well, they had Star Tours. It was the Star Wars themed motion ride. You sat in a seat
Yeah, they've
and
had
you
that
watched a
since my
video.
dad was 8, dude.
Yeah,
They've had
yeah,
that
yeah.
for
I don't know
not really.
what they built since then, but I I remember going to Disneyland and seeing Captain EO. It was the Michael Jackson 3D movie they had there. I think they've replaced that with Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and now it's something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I remember I really liked the Bugs Life ride, which was
I
completely seated, right? You're like sitting in a theater, but I
I don't
remember
remember that
liking
ride.
that one a lot. It's they got rid of it, but it was one of those ones that was like more than just 3D because they're also shooting smells at you and things like that.
Okay,
And they've got like there was little pressurized air like vents in the seats, and when the
like a 4D experience.
yeah, as close to
Yeah,
it as we've got so far. You prefer
yeah.
zoos on the Oscar? I do too. Zoos are a lot more fun. You get to control it at your own pace. You can stay there as long as you want. You can, if there's screaming kids, hey Scuba, do you want to jump on? If
Hey,
you want,
Steve-O.
feel free. I'm pretty bad at being a person, you know. I've just got, I've just got a cat here to keep me.
So, is are these today? Was it your first day live streaming? Right. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like
So,
I've done other
hey,
kinds of
Dale.
live streams before, but not on YouTube.
Well, I feel
Adele's
honored that
here.
I was your first guest and
Yeah,
your second guest. Yeah.
first and second. Yeah, and
Am
you're my first super mod.
I?
Nona might be. I don't remember what order I did it in.
Yeah,
We'll
I
have
don't.
to watch the stream again and narrow it down. But
I didn't know
got
that
some
position
cleaning to
existed
do.
until George made me a super mod or a managing mod.
Yeah, like popped up in the last couple weeks. I noticed on
Mm.
some channels they've gotten it earlier than others. Men in their firsts. Yeah, we gotta get our knives out and carve matching notches in our belts, don't we?
Yeah. You're more than just a notch, Koro.
Thanks, Wobe. But yeah, zoos are a blast because when you've got like some screaming kid in front of you because the seals are out, you can just walk away and go to the bat room that the screaming kids were in earlier. But if you're on, you're stuck on the log ride and the kid behind you is too loud, you're stuck in that log. Where are you gonna go? Like,
Yeah.
no, zoos are superior to, every now and then a zoo has a log ride too.
They should treat it more like Walmart where you're allowed to beat other people's kids, right?
Yeah, but
Is
like,
that a
didn't
rule in Oregon too? That you're allowed to spank other people's kids in Walmart? Only in Walmart though.
only in Walmart? That's bizarre. I
Yeah, you
didn't know
got a
that was
crying
like a
kid, you
law
can
thing.
just take it over your knee and yeah.
No, that's crazy. I figured you were referencing like that, like the Black Friday stuff,
Mhm.
and I was like, but people like Walmart employees die because of that. We don't want
Yeah.
Disney to be like, oh, it's okay if you kill our employees or beat a child at the parks. That's no good.
Shadow there
Uh,
on
Man,
my phone. Oh.
first two live streams we're talking about beating kids, and what was it last time? Horse cock is what you were showing on my screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, that there's a if you search horsecock twerk,
yeah,
my video would probably be the first one that comes up. Uh,
yeah.
and
If you
it's
search
the
"Why are we
video.
always yelling," nothing shows up.
Yeah. If you search that, if you search my name, nothing comes up. But if you search horsecock twerk, uh,
Yeah,
the first thing that comes up is my video.
yeah. No, if you do the clickbait, I'm sure it works for you. And you said you put some like actual effort into editing that one.
Yeah. I actually had to like trim the song and then or trim the video and match it with the song, and it took a little doing, but I mean not that much. It's really nothing compared to what other people do on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I mean like I don't know. I like feel proud of myself because I figured out how to use OBS to run two webcams, and I don't have to pay. I'm not paying. She says that you're a good example of Cali people. Oh, Adele's in the. I'm sorry. Adele, would you like to join us?
Hi.
Hey
Yes,
Well,
Adele.
that
we can
was
hear
fast.
you.
I only just came up.
Oh, did you? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm.
Hi,
Well,
Sam.
that's good. Yeah.
Adele. Oh, you can't really see that. I'm making a heart.
Oh, yeah, you did that.
I'm sure
There-
everybody's already subscribed to Adele, but if you're not, she's the tops. Go hit
No,
her up. Do you have like
I'm
a
like I'm like the
Instagram or
female
anything?
version of Vinny. I've noticed.
Of Vinny?
Not quite as controversial and like aliens and all that sort of stuff, but similar sort of stream where all sorts of stuff gets talked about, not just about fish.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't. Who's Vinny? Do you
Oh
guys?
my god, you don't know who Vinny is?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
He's isn't he that actor guy
No, no,
that
no, no,
always
no.
plays the tough guy? No, his name's
Question, do
Vinny
I
too,
have
I
you on
think.
my Discord?
Oh, probably not. I don't really use
Um,
Discord.
Okay.
hold
I was
on.
gonna say if there's a way that I can send you a link, I can send you his channel.
Um,
Yeah.
Or
I'm
if someone
posting.
in the
I
chat
just
has.
posted
I
Adele's
mean, you could put
Discord.
it in the chat. Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
there's the
posted Adele's
Discord.
Discord. It's the third link.
The bottom link.
It's just a
Yeah,
set of
you've
links
got
I
them
already
all.
have saved for
You're a
Adele. But
pro moderator, and you have a bunch of links with your copy and pastes and the names and
yep.
everything, so they're not
Oh
just
yeah.
Right?
random
It makes
Discord
it
I
links
come
easier.
in the
prepared.
chat.
I like to be prepared.
Yeah, you were on top of it.
Sam's a Boy
Great.
Scout.
Or is it I can't do it with that hand, but
Oh man.
Scout's honor.
Dip, dip, dop, dop. Yeah.
When's the last time I even? What did I just type?
And that is your link, Adele, that I have for the Discord link, not a link that I created for myself.
Yeah.
Or for, yeah.
Well,
I'm
hopefully it should
inviting
work.
someone too.
I always have
Yeah.
issues with it.
It should. Last time I checked it a couple days ago,
Really
it did
easier
work.
just to do it
Yeah.
for mobile.
Because you've got to go
Yeah.
and set it to never expire. Otherwise, it's just automatic, like 7 days.
Mm.
June knows Vinny. June, do you have Vinny's channel handy?
Oh damn it.
Is June a mod? Who's
No,
here that's a mod in the
If
chat?
I
June's not
am.
a mod, let me
I
fix
don't know who
that.
Vinny is though.
Vinny's aquatic.
Okay.
And he has 2 channels. One's the live and one's just Vinny's aquatics. But like you
Well,
can tell
June's a
which
mod
channel.
now.
Vinny's
Live long and
Aquatics. I can
Oscar.
search that.
Yeah.
Vin.
He's into a lot of like controversial stuff. He will always argue like the weirdest points.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Mike from Florida Fish Rescue hangs out in his live streams. Roundhouse hangs out in there. And it's just Jimmy, even this is where Jimmy P has been he has changed a lot since hanging out on Vinny's live streams.
Jimmy
Jimmy used
P's
to be
changed a lot.
he used to be all sweet and innocent, and now he's telling people to stuff their pork pies. So
To stuff their pork pies.
I love that clip. That is like my best clip ever.
Man.
Go buy yourself a pork pie and stuff it. Oh, great.
Right. Yeah, so Vinny's Aquatics. I'll have to keep that in mind. When you
He's
say
Yeah.
good.
Vinny,
He's
all I
good.
think is Vincent Del Pino from like what's his what even show is that? You know, Vinny from
Soprano.
Doogie Howser.
Oh,
Like
I don't know.
the doctor
Doogie.
show where it's baby Neil
Yeah.
Patrick Harris
Yeah.
and
He's a child doctor.
oh, who is that actor? He's in a bunch of stuff.
I
Doogie.
I I thought you were talking about his name's Vinny. He plays like he's British and he plays a soccer hooligan for every one of his
I
roles.
might drop out. I'll go
Yeah.
find his channel and
Oh, I found it. I'm sorry. I should have put that in chat. Let me go back to this. Vinny's Aquatics. I can do that really quick. You can
okay.
leave too if you
Because
want.
he's got 2 channels, but one's been inactive for like 2 years.
Okay,
He
well,
just does the live one now, doesn't he?
live streamed 2 years ago. Video 13 days ago. That's probably this one. That sounds like it's.
If it's got a whole heap of live streams, because he'll do like a weekly live stream.
Well, he just posted a video 13 days ago. It's got a bunch of live streams on it, but it has a video from,
When
a
was
week
the
ago.
last live stream?
2 years, it says. But that doesn't mean that
No.
that's actually the last live stream.
No.
That just means that
The
that's
other
last one
channel.
that It's the other one?
It's the other one.
Okay.
Well, there's Vinny's Aquatics Live, and then there's Vinny's Aquatics.
Oh, okay. Live.
So, yeah, 2 different channels. Oh, true,
Oh, I
June.
did
Vinny's
something.
Aquatics Live.
I pushed a button
Right.
and I think I fucked it up.
Control C.
I mean, that could be it. Thinking about 13
Okay.
days ago, but I just want to be
Yeah,
sure.
sometimes people just delete them, but if he has a separate channel for his live, boom, Vinny's Aquatic Live in the chat. Look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Doing
Cool.
the YouTube.
I mean, it's one or the other because he has 2 channels.
Yeah.
I just subbed to this channel, whatever it is.
Squirrels out there?
101 subs. Oh no, this
Right.
he did this is the one that he did the live stream a year ago.
Oh.
So
Well, now I don't know,
This
and
one
now I
says
have
a
to go
year
look. Give
ago,
me a
and the
second.
other, I don't know. He's got 2 channels. They look like they've got the same logo on them. I subscribed to both. Oh no, we only have 1 minute to until Adele's
Oh, it
oh
is.
no.
June. It is. He deletes them. So this is his channel, yeah. June.
My bad. The 13 days ago one. I
13
remember
days
that's
ago. Well,
insanity now.
I'm subs to both. I'll get them. I'll get them
Yeah.
I
in
don't.
chat.
Never know. You never know.
Okay, I'm resub to
I
this
stopped
one.
keeping score now, which channel's which.
For
Just sub
only
to both.
Oscar
Why not?
channels.
Oh, where did StreamYards go?
There are 4 only Oscars channels. Wow.
I have a unique
Yeah. So
channel
Vinny
name.
Vinny talks about like aliens and Sasquatch and all these government conspiracies. It can get pretty heated. Not gonna lie.
Mm,
So Vinny and like Terry's Tropical Tanks and Mike will all get into a massive debate and scream at each other for 4 hours. It's quite
is that
entertaining.
is that where Terry gets his argumentative
Oh
disposition?
no, that's where Terry goes to relieve that argumentativeness.
Okay. um, but yeah, dude, Coro, Riva,
Yes.
I'm super glad that you came to Blackie's, and like they really did have fun with you.
Yeah, they seem to be
And were you?
pretty jamming, welcoming people.
Oh yeah, and
Black is
like I said,
cool. I've met him
every
in person.
lucky.
Yeah, he should meet in my house. Ask him about the
No.
time he nearly bled on my carpet.
He nearly
Okay.
bled on your carpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
So,
Oh.
supposedly there's a way to change the redirect on this to send it to your channel, Adele, when I
Oh,
end it, but I can't find. I'm like in
I don't
YouTube.
know.
I could show you guys what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at this thing that says click edit, click customization. Under redirect,
Um,
click add, and you can click edit and click customization, but there is no redirect for me to look for.
Oh,
I'm not seeing it anywhere.
I
oh
have
okay.
So
Adele's channel somewhere. I
it's
just have to
whatever.
find it. There it is.
You gonna throw that in stream for us?
Lies, Sam.
It's
You
a,
have it
Here
on
it is.
speed dial.
yes, I do, and it already is.
See, and I can't even
I don't
find
have
it.
the exact link to the live stream. I can find it. Oh, god dang it!
I
Did
have
I
it. I've just got
leave?
too many other
Am
things.
I still on camera or no?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I see. I still see you.
StreamYard's down at the bottom of the screen for me.
You're in the
There you go.
shadows like a
There we
stalker.
go.
Am I still moving
You're
though?
invisible. Here we go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh
I've got
wow.
it. I just
Okay.
couldn't get
I
Well,
the
think.
I'm
chat.
Oh no, there you go.
What the
Turn it off
fuck?
now.
Oh, we got double. We got double Huawei's in the.
Oh
Ah.
man.
Sorry, I don't. I
And
didn't mean to add
one's
both of
talking
you.
and one isn't now.
Okay, that's better.
There you
Yeah. Is that scary?
go. Oh, you gotta love StreamYard.
Let me turn the YouTube off.
I'm curious. I don't want to like kick both of them, but if I kick the one instance, do you think it will kick the other instance?
No, I think I don't know, there's a weird glitchy thing going on with StreamYard. I was doing it in June's stream. June's done it in her own stream where it'll kick her out and she comes back in and there's 2 of her.
What?
We're good.
You
It
just
only
gotta
kicked the
It
one.
kicked
remove the
me
other
out.
one. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
good.
but I only kicked the one. You're still live in the other one. Did you want that? Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Sam. Hey, Red
Hi,
Laser.
Red Laser.
Mexicali.
Mexicali, hola. Like my one word that I know in Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's it. That's all I know.
I only know a couple things too, so
I
you're
feel
good.
so bad for like never properly learning another language.
I know, yeah. I like took French in college and high school.
I can count like up to any number in German. That's probably about it.
There we
That's the
go.
one thing I took from
I
year
know how
4
to.
German class.
Sam is fully kicked out. Okay, let me.
Oh no! Poor Sam.
You can close my
Oh, you can
avatar. I'm
close
not
my
there
avatar. I'm
anymore.
not
Now
there
it's
anymore.
gone.
Oh, thanks, Mexicali. I still say that we should have a Spanish class on your channel. I'm up
We
for it.
could.
I
We could
want to
learn
learn.
all
Right?
the different
Fish
ways to
tank
buy
terms
fish.
and yeah.
I only know how to ask to buy weed, you know? And even that, it's just like not even how to buy it, it's just where.
Where's the weed?
Yeah, donde está la mota? That's it. That's the only thing I know how to. That and what is it? Biblioteca is library.
Oh, yeah.
I could tell you, literally nothing else in Spanish.
I
I'm
don't want to
sorry.
learn Chinese. Screw that. They can learn English. I'm sorry. That was
I'd like
incredibly
to learn a
racist
lot
of
of
me.
languages, but I'm not a polyglot, and I'm not about to pretend that I am, like some people on the
I
internet will.
just dislike that a lot of um. So we have a lot of Asian people in Australia,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
majority of which do not even bother to try to learn English, which
sure.
to me is very confusing. If you go to another country, you're going to need to know what like the street signs say and stuff. Like, there's just
Yeah.
no, they don't bother.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, like, I don't live in Australia. And
There's
I
Asian
don't know
speaking
what you
people that
specifically
drive
deal
here
with.
in Australia, and that terrifies me because they don't know how to obey the road signs.
Hmm.
They don't understand English. Like it's
I know
it's concerning.
in the US there are people who pretend not to know English on a regular basis
Yeah,
because they get uh, like they get harassed for having bad English, but they do
yeah.
fully understand English. They
Oh,
just don't speak it super
absolutely.
good.
It's a
Um,
communication thing.
and it's one of those things where, like, if you speak English poorly and you speak Spanish well, you still speak two languages better than I speak two languages. And that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're stupid for speaking English poorly. But it's
No.
also a huge struggle as somebody who isn't about to make fun of someone like that for people to assume that because I'm a white male who looks a certain type of way, and then it's not even wrong for them to make that assumption, right? Like, yeah, it is
Yeah.
wrong, but it's also you have to protect yourself, and a lot of the time it's easier just to interface with the people that um, already speak.
Survival Spanish. Yes, Mexicali.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, only Oscar says a lot do fake it because it's. I mean, there's reasons, right? And again, I don't live in Australia. I'm sure it's different. You guys have a lot more recent immigration than we do in the
In some
U.S. as far
places
as
here, like down in Sydney, they've actually got double the street signs. So they
yeah.
have one in English and then one in like the Chinese caricatures
Oh,
in that
interesting.
in the
So it's
Chinese
extreme
writing.
enough that they've started changing road signs.
In so yeah, like in the major cities, I think. But I do remember seeing it in Sydney
Yeah,
and probably
because
Melbourne
Australia
as
has a
well.
lot of Japanese immigrants, right?
Yeah, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, um,
Yeah. I mean,
uh,
the whole
a lot
Southeast
of like
Pacific.
People from Thailand. There's whole suburbs down in Melbourne. It's very segregated, so you'll get
Hmm.
whole suburbs with different nationalities in it.
Yeah, and that's sort of normal.
North Richmond is like full of Vietnamese people, and there's a massive heroin trade there.
Yeah, that's
Oakley
what.
has a lot of like Greek people, and so it's very segregated in a lot of places, and then in
Hmm.
other suburbs it's very mix and match. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah,
In
that's like
America, they don't speak
historically when you
Spanish;
look
it's
at.
Spanglish.
Yeah, he says
Oh,
Spanglish. We have some weird kinds of Spanish in America, and then even like Mexican Spanish, in the same way that Quebecois is not considered real French by French people, and French
oh
people
yeah.
don't speak um, Canadian French well enough to like just immigrate to Canada without, or immigrate to Quebec without being fluent in English. because it's just different enough.
Oh, okay.
Um,
What are you talking about managing mods still? Jesus Christ. I still can't figure that out.
oh, it's just when you go to click when somebody's a mod in your thing. Hey, Debs, welcome in.
Yeah, but I tried that
Um,
yesterday on my live stream and I can't do it.
oh, for me it says add as a standard moderator and add as a managing moderator.
Is that like a computer thing or a mobile thing?
I'm on
That
desktop. Well,
that could be
I
it
haven't
then.
tried it through mobile yet, but I'm on the laptop here, and that
I'm
might
on
make the
my
difference.
mobile, so maybe that's it. I'll have to have a look on the laptop.
Yeah. But yeah, I know historically when you look at like San Francisco, there was Koreatown and Chinatown as separate uh, ghettos,
Mm,
for lack of a better term, right? Where
yeah,
we have segregated
like
immigrants from
section.
a certain
Yeah.
society to live in a certain area of the town, and whether that's enforced or whether it's just sort of encouraged and enforced by the housing department or whatever. Portland had the same thing. In fact,
Yeah.
Portland has a really famous one called Vanport that is now Jansen Beach and that kind of general area. But
Oh,
Vanport was a labor camp, emergency like dwelling that was erected underneath the flood line of Portland.
oh wow.
And we put all of our like railroad workers and dock workers and anybody that was black and trying to move to Portland into this not Portland in
Yeah,
between
like
Portland
a
and
housing
Vancouver.
estate kind of. Yeah.
And then the spring flooding came because we kept them there for too long, and all the levees that we had built to keep that area dry broke, and
So that
like
failed.
hundreds of people were murdered functionally by the state and the city of Portland. Um,
Wow.
and
That
this was
seems
like a
to
long.
be
This is
like a
before I
little
was
more than a slight
alive, but
oversight. Like,
you
do you
call it a
reckon it
slight
was
oversight. Some
intentional?
people think it was intentional,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It
you like
seems
look
like
at
very. Mm,
Koreatown and Chinatown and things like that, and they occur both naturally and sort of they're enforced by a lot of times the housing department will only allow you to buy a home in Koreatown if you're Korean or if you move from an area. Redlining is a thing like that too, and I don't know
so,
how much of that is enforced with the weird like zoning laws and things like that
yeah.
in Australia because
Well,
it's a whole
okay,
different
funny you
system.
say that. So over here, our public housing system for like low income or
Mm-hmm.
people on a benefit, it used to be. It kind of started going that way where it was almost all suburbs of community housing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember how long ago, a few years ago now, they actually realized what was happening and that all these certain areas were becoming like crime hotspots and like ghettos.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've
And we're
broken
moving
up
certain people into other people to keep
that,
it.
yeah, they've broken up the public housing so that each suburb has to have a certain amount of public housing, um, houses, units, apartments
Yeah.
in it so that it
Well,
stops that
so
ghetto kind of behavior happening
yeah.
with the large build up.
Only
Whether it
Oscar's just
helps or not, I don't
commented
think
that
so.
would imply a common income amount, and that's the important part of breaking up your public housing from other housing areas. In the UK, something that they have is they call it the third place, but they've got pubs in the middle of their neighborhoods. And at that pub where you go after work, before you go home, because you just have a place you can hang out with other people, you might meet people from all kinds of different income levels. When you
Yeah,
talk about, when you watch Cheers, the people in Cheers on that
they're all
television show, and I
different.
know that's set in the U.S. from what I understand. I haven't really watched it
Yeah,
that much. That's set in the U.S., but it still is that third place. It's that idealized third place, and the people in Cheers have all sorts of different income levels, and they relate to each other on their commonalities, in the same
yeah,
way that we all relate to each other on fish for our commonalities here with the fish fam. YouTube is our third place now.
yeah.
Australia and the US don't really have those third places as commonly available, and so instead, when we have to sort of intentionally structure our neighborhoods so that there aren't income gaps and I don't know what the other word we were talking about, like demographics, right? You're talking about racial demographics and things like that. We don't want those to be too.
What's racial demographic? It's financial demographic.
Mm-hmm.
It's middle class, lower class. Classes. Yeah.
So June said that would imply a common income amount, and that's what your government is trying to prevent is the income from a given area being constant. If the income's all the same, when the general area will always reduce in quality, and then when you have crime hotspots, it only gets worse, right? Because now it's known as a crime hotspot area, and it's a low income area, so there's no
absolutely
families in the area making it better. You only have families in the area making it worse.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know.
I mean, so the area that I live in was always, to me, a very dangerous area. Yeah. I wouldn't step foot off the train, even with someone, let alone, live here on my own. But now, 15, 20 years later, although it is still, looked at as a low income area, it's a lot safer than what it was.
Yeah.
Like, you can still walk around and you see some pretty sketchy looking people.
Yeah, you might see some scary things, and you might have situations that you're like, man.
I mean, there was a double murder around the corner last year.
Yeah.
We've had bomb threats at the high school and the primary school around the corner. Guys running around with knives, people beating the snot out of each other in the middle of the street, which I've seen from my window. Because I'm just behind a train station, so it's kind of like
you're behind the window, and you're like, man, I'm glad I'm behind the window.
Oh, half the time we make a coffee, go outside, and stand out there and watch, just to see who's going to get the snot beaten out of them first, and then call the ambulance. Watch, if it gets too out of hand, you call the police.
Yeah.
Generally, they'll see people watching and go ooh and run away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want people to be watching me fight some. It's not worth it.
We had one, so before we got our fence replaced, you could pretty much jump the fence and be in like our car park area. One of the neighbors had a couple of like tire rims sitting behind her car.
Oh,
and
no.
A fight's broken out and come into the street like in front of our place, and they've jumped our fence to like grab stuff to fight with. Like, one's grabbed a metal pole out of someone's yard. Another one's tried to grab one of the rims and like thrown it at whoever they were fighting. It was it was kind of funny. My 60-odd-year-old neighbor comes running out and goes and grabs the tire rim and puts it back behind her car. She comes out screaming at them. They all run off. It was really funny. Got another guy that lives up the street who he's quite obviously on some kind of hardcore drug. Mm-hmm. He does burnouts up the street in his beat up Subaru, and
oh yeah, he's got a ricer and everything.
He's been to jail. So when the girls were living across the road, he used to really dislike one of them to the point he would stop, yell out his car window, do a burnout, and then drive off.
Yeah.
But most of the time, he'd just yell at her and drive off. One day, he's coming home, stops, yells at her, goes down the street, parks his car, puts on a balaclava and grabs a tire iron and comes back up to confront her. She puts him in a headlock, and while we're calling the cops.
That's, good that she succeeded in that situation, but man,
it was just hilarious.
He's
gone to take a swing at her. She's grabbed him and put him in like an headlock situation.
Yeah.
And then his girlfriends come running up, grabbed him by the ear and dragged him home.
Yeah.
And by the cops have come. He's back at his girlfriend's house down the street, and we're all going, we watched the whole thing. And the police discovered that he was hiding in his girlfriend's wardrobe, and 8 of them had to drag him out.
That's crazy. I mean, like,
Oh, it's
where else are
hilarious.
you
But
gonna
things
hide
like
but inside of like a wardrobe or something?
but only in this sort of area do you see stuff like that. You should just stand out on your front lawn and with a cup of coffee and watch. There's no guns. Like, it's not, gun violence here. It's just other kinds of ghettoism. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, that's like, I'm not. The gun thing is a complicated one because, like, it's definitely super complicated. I'm not about to get into it.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's gonna be violence. There's gonna be criminals. Like, that all existed before. There's gonna be drugs. We've been doing
in
crazy shit since
Australia, you
before
get a
guns, and we
drive-by
will be doing
boomerang.
it after guns.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, Sam. A drive-by boomeranging.
Yeah, so Sam said the drive-by boomeranging, and then June said that a house blew up in her town. A house blew up last year. The meth lab blew up.
Mm,
There's crime still there, but it's all everywhere else.
mm.
Until you've been in both situations with the police, you'll never see the humor.
No one ever talks about the benefits of having a meth lab in your neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't. Like, property values might go down, and that might seem like a detriment, but it
Right?
depends. Are you renting or do you own that home? Because if you're
Mm.
renting, that's a benefit. You want Meth lab blew up down the street, man. You want to raise my rent this year? Meth lab blew up down the street. Do you need me to repeat myself? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that is a benefit. If you're renting, like,
Shit,
you better
maybe I
stay
could try
there.
and argue that point when they try and raise my rent.
You should.
I,
You should be
I
like,
can
this is a
guarantee.
sketchy area. You want to raise my rent? Inflation's going up, and you think that you deserve to
Mm.
raise my rent? Everything else has gotten more expensive, and you haven't done shit for me. I don't know. It was around the corner, she says. It is
I
a
can't
bad
say
time
that.
to own.
They've now replaced my front door and had my air conditioning unit serviced. So, like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, so
they
they've
do
done
good
that
stuff.
stuff. When you move, is the landlord going to say, I replaced your front door and fixed your air conditioner? You don't get your, however many dollars deposit back.
Oh no, I'll get my bomb back.
You will?
Hmm.
That's good. See, that's what they'd tell me. I'd be like,
See, that's not
I
the
pay my
things
rent
that
on
he's
time and this and
done.
this.
The things that they've had done to this place have not been my responsibility. My
Yeah.
responsibility as a tenant is to maintain the premises. If things are not up to scratch, so my oven was busted when I moved in, I had no remote for my air conditioner, I had a screen missing off my bedroom window.
Yeah.
Um, the door, the carpet was really bad. Like, it was in really bad condition, this place.
Australia
But
uses dollar
despite me going,
reviews.
hey, this thing needs to be done, and then doing it, like, that's improving my situation, but it's also making sure that this apartment is kept at a certain standard.
Yeah,
Um,
you're supposed to make sure that, like, the carpets don't get destroyed and
oh,
that you're
they were
not
completely destroyed. So I moved in.
causing problems with, like,
Yeah.
having so many fish tanks in there that the humidity is so high and now there's mold in the walls or some bullshit, right?
Oh,
Like,
there's
that's what you're supposed to avoid, not
yeah.
a broken air conditioner, a front door that doesn't seal properly and makes
So
your
my next
heating
one is going
bill
to be
excessive.
the front spare room, because the when it rains quite heavily, the water will pool along the landing,
Yeah.
and that will then come into my front bedroom. I can't use
Oh,
that room because I'm so scared of, like, white mold. So
yeah, fuck that noise, dude.
yeah, and that, again, that's not me. That's a structural issue. Um,
Yeah, that is not your problem. It's not your responsibility to fix. And if there are mold issues, you could probably get a hold of the housing authority or somebody else. And
yeah, I mean, I've
um,
mentioned it in my, because we have kind of semi-regular rental inspections here, just to make sure
yeah,
that I'm maintaining the property and that anything might need doing here.
yeah,
So I do mention it, and let them know, hey, this needs doing, or that's happened, or So I've got a new real estate agent, so I might mention it to her the next time I have an inspection. I forgot to the other day.
Yeah. I was thinking, at least in the U.S., if you have mold issues and things like that that make it so that your space is like not legally habitable, like if they couldn't
Yeah,
rent it to a new person.
a lot of places will still just rent it. Like they'll
Oh, they
paint over
will,
the mold, rent it out,
but
and
you can, if you can prove that that's the case and you contact the housing authority, etc.
yeah.
You don't have to pay rent, and in Oregon at least, you don't have to pay rent until
Oh yeah, you
now
can withhold rent until something's fixed.
until it's fixed. Exactly.
We
Now
also have a
they
thing called a Form 11, which is a remedy to breach. So they have to remedy the situation, otherwise they are in breach of your rental
contract, right?
agreement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I'm
there's
glad that
legal
you have
ways
some
around it, and a
protections.
lot of people just don't know because the real estate will try to tell them otherwise.
Or even if they
So they don't
know,
have to do the
it's
work.
such a pain in the ass to do all the jump through the hoops, and you got to go to work and you don't have time to go take this to small
Yeah.
claim courts or whatever it is that you got to
Yeah.
do. Like, yeah, no, they do their best to make the system benefit the landlord. That's what June's saying. Is she said she's like, I've never ever got my deposit back, and I asked her, how many places have you rented? She said 15. One landlord, we rented 5 homes over 10 years, and she's never gotten her deposit back.
Wow.
I don't know how it is in Australia, but I have zero expectations of getting my deposit back anytime I pay a deposit in the
It
U.S.
depends. It just depends on the landlord, B, the property, and C,
Yeah,
how well you maintain it.
if it was family, maybe I would expect it. But I pretty much only ever hear stories of people being like, I did everything perfect. I was there for 3 months.
I mean,
This
I'm
they
not
did not give me.
perfect. There's a couple of
Well,
things that
yeah,
I will need to fix by the time I leave here.
but the people
Like
who
one of
aren't
the light
perfect don't have
covers
good
and
stories, right?
the screen door. Like I can replace the screen on the screen door. I can also replace the light fitting, the cover for the light fitting in my bedroom. So
Yeah,
it's doable things. The real estate is aware of it. They're not worried about it because, like for me, they're small fixes. I've just got to go to the hardware store.
yeah, I
Um,
fix most stuff myself. I'm gonna fix the oven myself because it's
you know,
not work. I
it's
don't
not
think
a
we even have a
safety
maintenance
issue.
guy
It's
right
not a
now.
health issue. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not like the door's ripped off its hinges and got
Oh
holes
no, my
punched in it.
broiler doesn't work.
Yeah. Like I said, I had to get a whole new oven because even the oven door wouldn't close properly. Like it was twisted.
Oh shit!
Um,
Like
I could
something
only
drove a.
really use one of the top elements on it. So yeah,
Hey bro,
Hello.
it took a
you're
year
back.
to get that and the remote control for the air conditioner.
It's
Tony
raining
After that,
Khan,
outside
I was
today.
much
nice
happier.
landlord, but he didn't fix anything.
Oh, hi Sam, I can
Hello.
see you
Is
now.
is that a joint or is that a
It's
cigarette?
it's raining outside today.
Are you singing
I'm
in the
outside
rain?
smoking and I have an umbrella because I don't want to get wet.
Yeah. Is that a joint or is that a cigarette?
Cigarette.
It's
Cigarette.
cigarette.
I can't. It's like past
I
my
Right.
uh
screen just a little
I
bit too far.
Gross.
unfortunately can't smoke weed.
That's cool. No, no
I
pressure.
unfortunately can't
Regardless.
smoke weed yet.
Mm.
Yeah, we.
But I know I should
I
quit.
mean, I can't smoke it legally.
It's a filthy habit.
Weed is good. Cigarettes are bad.
Well,
I used to smoke
weed
cigarettes a
is
little,
very good.
and I'm young enough to know better.
do
I quit smoking four
you
years ago, and
still
I'm
smoke?
glad I did.
No, I've never smoked my way through a whole pack of cigarettes. I've bought 3 packs
Kidding.
separately, but they always sit in
Oh,
my
good
coat for
job.
long enough that, like, by the time I get to the eighth cigarette in the pack or something, they're just
They're great.
crushed up
No.
and you can't smoke them anymore.
Mm. Well, see, that's good. There's like no point in even trying to smoke.
Yeah, it discourages me from spending more money on cigarettes.
Yeah, I quit. We had like a massive price hike here.
Mm-hmm.
Just before I quit, so I'm glad I did because now a pack of cigarettes is like $50.
Dude, that's insane.
A
I
small
know that
packet is
they're
probably like 30 or something, maybe more. Um, I
smoking.
don't know. I don't even know. I haven't looked to see what the prices are these days.
Yeah.
Like a small pouch of roll your own tobacco is like $50-something.
That's weird. I know that you can buy it here like that. Buy
Kitty!
tobacco that's like long cut or whatever, not to be smoked in
Can't
public
really
and
hear
things
you,
like that.
Quirky. You're a bit quiet.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. I wonder what my mic is
I
connected to.
can hear you, but you're really quiet.
What?
There you are.
I'm gonna roll something over here.
Yeah.
Mic.
Ew, is that a puddle on your windowsill? Kitty, bad kitty.
My cat?
I don't know. By your cat's front door. It looks like a puddle on the
Oh, no,
windowsill.
there's like tape on this box.
Oh.
I was like, dude, if she took a piss on camera like that, I'm gonna save it forever. That's the funniest thing.
She's so cute, man.
Thank you, June.
You are handsome, Sam. You're
Right?
doing good
Tell
work being
tell
on
all
here.
the other girls that, please.
I'm
'Cause I don't think they
lucky,
think I
Jimmy.
am.
More handsome than me with my awful scruff. Microphone. It's because it's not connected to. What the heck?
See,
Why?
aren't I lucky that I'm Sam's unicorn?
I.
You're Sam's unicorn?
Yeah,
Are you the
because he thinks I'm
the
gorgeous,
future?
but I'm unattainable because I'm so far
Hmm.
away.
You
Yeah.
are. You are unattainable. And you are
It'll
also
never happen.
gorgeous. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a reason for that, June. I don't want to hurt anybody's eyes.
Why do you think I don't have my camera on?
Oh, good idea. I can do that too.
Oh, I look horrible with this sunburn right now. It's like every single flaw on my face is out. No, I can't do it. I don't want to be
Jeez.
on camera.
My Bluetooth earbuds seem to be lasting less and less every day.
Oh.
So
I
I
get
think I have
less
to
time
be
out of them.
connected. Sorry. Your Bluetooth earbuds are connected less and less every day.
No, they last less and less, like the battery,
Mm,
the battery length. Which I guess it depends on how much you use them. How long do you let them charge for?
yeah.
How loud do you have your volume while you're using it?
That's true. I accidentally leave my headphones like connected to my phone but not playing any audio for hours
Yeah,
at a time sometimes. And then I'm like,
yeah.
why is it
Mine
at
will just
this?
sit there.
Yeah.
But then I'll put them in my ears and connect to my phone, and then go out, forget to play
Mm-hmm.
music, and they'll turn themselves off after like 2 minutes. Like
Oh, that's so
it's
bizarre.
strange. Yeah, but you can have them connected and everything. Stop your music, put your phone down, take your headphones out, and they'll stay connected until they run out of battery. It's like 4 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy. I spent way too much money on these headphones to make sure that I got the ones with extended battery life. I'm gonna walk away
Yeah,
really quick.
put your headphones in.
If you want to move over to your channel, Adele, we can do that. I don't.
Okay, sure. I just actually
It's
forgot that I
whatever.
had one set up.
Apple products have a time limit. They kill you with updates. That's true, June. They will.
Mm.
So I'm gonna walk away. I don't know why the mic is not connected to my headphones anymore. That's what it was connected to this morning when I had it as a display. I don't know what's up. Weird
No idea.
computer things, but
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump down and I'm gonna go head over to my studio and get ready.
all right.
Do you have a link posted on your channel, Odell?
I've got the
Oh,
StreamYard
I can
link
drop it here. It
posted in the
should be
chat.
still.
But do you have
Um,
Oh no, I don't. Hang on. Hold on, I'll go.
Replace pinned message. Alright, that should be Adele's StreamYard thing. I'll be back in a second.
I forgot. I'm not. I'm an idiot. Here we go. I'll post it in the private chat. So there's my stream link. I know that's not very helpful. I should just go back to YouTube. I'm going to jump down and go get ready, and I'll see you guys over there.
Alright, sounds good, Adele. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out on my stream, too.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Alright.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.
Sam's gone, too. Alright. I will just end my broadcast here. And we're gonna go to Adele's to hang out. Let's hang out in Australia.